मेरा नाम अयाज जोखियो है और ये काम अभी मैं इस तरह काम के लिए नहीं सोचता कि उसका कोई फिक्स आइडिया है. दे आर जस्ट डिफरेंट एलिमेंट्स. क्या एक दीवार है और फिर फ्लोर है और फिर जो मटेरियल यहाँ पे अवेलेबल था उनको आपस में रख के इट्स जस्ट इट्स अ न्यू लाइक काइंड ऑफ मेटाफर. So you can get anything from it, or it's not about anything. So it's just different elements together, and you can get whatever you want.
Hello, Assalamu alaikum. This piece is called Relocate. So जब मैं यहाँ पे आया था, so I was just really stunned by the junkyard and the old materials which they have. So I found these big circles, these lying down in those. So इनकी हिस्ट्री बहुत मज़े की है. ये सर्कल्स जो हैं ये 96 में ऑस्ट्रिया से आए थे और about 2007 से ये जंकयार्ड में हैं. They are very old and they have these amazing geometry which I really fascinated by. So this piece is all about conversion in points in geometry. बिल्कुल ऐसे ही जैसे हम इंसानों में हमारे साथ होता है. There's different perspective, there's these different viewpoints, and sometimes depending on from where you're looking at, you have a different opinion or different perception about ideas, about people. So this allows us to actually have those multiple viewpoints depending on where you are. And it has the sensibility which is with the steel, with the cement itself as a material. इसमें जो बहुत मज़े का एक हमारा चैलेंज था वो ये था कि these are very heavy structure. तो इनको एक स्ट्रेट पॉइंट पे होल्ड करना और उसके साथ उसको प्ले अराउंड करना वाज एन अमेजिंग चैलेंज. और यहाँ की जो टीम थी उनके साथ बहुत मज़ा आया काम करके. एंड या सो दिस वर्क इज it's called Replace. It's a performative work. It's sort of an exercise, performative exercise. I kind of implant myself into the surroundings and try to observe these locations and sort of try to understand how the body and the prop, in this case the chair and me as a body, these two props become part of the space and how they respond to me and how I respond to them. There are about 10 different locations which I selected, and it's very subtle. There's very less movement, but yet there's a movement, very subtle movement happening around it. Yeah.
I'm Mani Maiman. I'm one of the residents at Pioneer
residency this year, and I was really inspired by. I have two pieces. This is one of them. I was really inspired by the geometric forms and the massive scale with the new Line 3 that's being built. So I spent around 5 days just photographing the new line, or these are some of those pieces. So this is my piece titled Image 1502. It was really interesting the first day that we got here on the residency. जो पहली तस्वीर जो मैंने ली थी was the view that you're looking at right now. It was really interesting to capture the plant at the back, the ever-changing skies and the sunset. So I thought, why not try to? It's my first time I've actually worked on a sculpture on this scale. So basically the idea behind this was to capture, it's a viewfinder in a way, it's a frame.
I wanted to paint, but to paint with the material which was available around, and cement mixing with pigments. So this is how I started, and just looking around what should be painted and what is there. So I think it was mix of both, with the material, cement, with oxides, and then the whole process of building up on the wall. A selection of wall was also about stretching the space just to push it further and to break the wall and bring the landscape behind the wall inside. So this is what was behind the wall, which is painted on the wall, so to give the illusion from distance that there's no wall, so they're just complete fields. And working with masons, with the civil work person, the engineer, civil work engineer, and the local artist. Very interesting person. He's a landscape painter also, and he worked with Seema last year. So he was also with me, and to work with a lot of people. So it was a very unusual situation for me, very new situation for me I had to just let go of how it's coming up. Of course, the image was there, but the way it was built up, it was not the way I thought it will end up like this. So everything, I think it's very close to what I had in my mind. And chair, yes, the chair was, I think towards the end, we were walking one night, and we felt that there should be something else. It's still very flat from close distance, so maybe something else should break that the straight wall, the flatness of the surface. So something else can just a little bit, which could. So Muzammil said, why not Masuma just put this chair, and then there is more distance, more perspective, some object is there, three-dimensional. So this is how chair is there, which was initially grouted, also made as a permanent structure, but some guard came and he just lifted it. So, but most probably we are going to stick it here. Instructions will be given just to keep it, let it be here. And the idea, which I love, how he was explaining me, the whole idea that if the chair is there part of the work or if it's not, that kind of a question mark is left there. So it's not a very finished, very beautiful, romantic, very traditional landscape, but there's something else, by mistake or deliberately done. And it's a collaborative work with a lot of people, and this is what I loved. This is what I really learned. Discussions around it, नहीं ब्रश स्ट्रोक ऐसे नहीं होनी चाहिए, ब्रश स्ट्रोक जो है ना ब्रश स्ट्रोक ही नहीं होनी चाहिए, रंग इतने ब्राइट नहीं होते, आप इतनी दूर से देख रहे हैं, रंगों को हल्का करें, मगर पर्सपेक्टिव भी लाना है. सो आई थिंक वो एक बहुत मज़ेदार था. इट्स नॉट ए ऑयल पेंटिंग ऑन कैनवस, इट्स ऑन ए वॉल, और इसमें कैसे वो आएगी.
जी टाइम को ऑब्जर्व करने की कोशिश की है और लाइक उसको और डॉक्यूमेंट्स करने की. ये मेरी पिक्चर्स खींची हुई है वेरी अर्ली मॉर्निंग लाइक 5:30. आप सोए हुए हैं, उसको उठा के विद इन 60 सेकेंड्स उसकी पिक्चर खींची हुई है. लाइक एक वर्ड लाइक ड्रीम में आप किसी को जगा के, और उसके जो फेक्स एक्सप्रेशन होते हैं वो एक सेकंड लाइक होते हैं, 1 मिनट के लिए होते हैं, उसके बाद चेंज हो जाते हैं. उसको कैप्चर करने की कोशिश की है.
मेरा नाम मुजम्मिल है जी. मैं इस वक्त खुशाब की पायनियर सीमेंट फैक्ट्री में, और ये जो पीछे आप मेरा काम देख रहे हैं इसका टाइटल है मिराज. और मिराज यहाँ एक साइट स्पेसिफिक काम है. मिराज के मतलब डिफरेंट हैं, डिफरेंट कॉन्नोटेशंस हैं. जो इसका लिटरल अरबिक मीनिंग है दैट इज़ लेडर, और इसका जो एंगल है is towards the sky, and it is about the basic thing, alif. So I am talking about this very first step of our education, जो कि एक सीढ़ी के लिए पहला स्टेप होता है. हम उसको किस तरीके से लेते हैं, हम उसकी किस तरीके से उसकी इंटरप्रिटेशंस को देखते हैं, किस तरीके से हम अरबी को पढ़ सकते हैं मगर उसको समझ नहीं सकते. सो सारी ये लिंग्विस्टिक्स पे बेस्ड है.
My name is Muzammil. I'm one of the participant artists of Pioneer Art Residency, supported by Canvas Gallery. This work is called Enduring Strength. It is this motto of this company that I have used as a title. इस काम के बारे में जिस तरीके से अगर कोई एक इंडस्ट्री है, वो एक सर्टेन जगह में है, उसके इन्फ्लुएंसेस इर्द गिर्द के अतराफ में कैसे रूनुमा होते हैं, ये काम उस चीज़ को देखते हुए बना है. जिस तरीके से यहाँ एक करीब शहर जोराबाद है, हम ये घरों के बाहर इस तरीके से बहुत सारे जानवर की कास्ट देखते हैं एज ए एम्बेलिशमेंट ऑफ आर्किटेक्चर। वहाँ आपको ये सीमेंट के पॉट्स मिल रहे थे, जहाँ जबकि अगर हम देखें तो इस तरह के पॉट्स हमें यूजुअली प्लास्टर पेरिस में मिलते हैं। तो ये काम उस चीज़ को देखते हुए बनाए कि किस तरीके से एक बड़ा इदारा अपने गिरदोनवा पर असरात मुरतब करता है। और इसके अंदर जो डिफरेंट ऑब्जेक्ट्स लगे हैं, यहाँ के जंक यार्ड से लिए गए हैं, जो कि एक सर्टन वर्ड को रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं। अगर देखें तो हर ऑब्जेक्ट रिप्रेजेंट वन अल्फ़ाबेट एंड इट मेक्स enduring strength in Urdu. Thank you.
My name is Kudus Mirza, and I'm so happy to be part of this residency, sponsored by and arranged by Canvas Kelly and Pioneer Cement Limited. And I think being away from our own studios, workplace, it gave us a great opportunity to think out of the box, to think out of the place, to think out of our habit. And I feel like working with artists when they're working day to day on their projects open up new ways of seeing their work, seeing their practices, understanding their works as well, and how a huge scale can change someone's perception about art. And working with people who are not really used to look at the work or help in creating works was also kind of a great experience for artists and for me as well. I think I interacted with artists, I talked to them, we exchanged ideas, notes, we discussed various things, and I think it was a mutual experience, both for me and for artists as well, to open up new horizons and see new possibilities as well. And I think as an artist or as a writer, every day is a new day. Every day is a kind of slate, which is plain slate, and then we have to fill with it. And I think 15 days, we just like kind of filled so much that we're going to go back with pleasant and happy and valuable memories and experiences. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I am delighted to be here today at the Canvas Gallery Pioneer Residency 3, the open day, which is being held today on Friday, February 15th. This is the third edition. As you know, we started the residency program in 2017, and it's just picked up, and I'm just amazed at the kind of work that has come out of this residency. The artists have surpassed themselves. All of them have done such wonderful work in different mediums, found objects, created objects, photography, digital works, everything. And I think it's just the fact that you can live together in a residency for 2 weeks and produce works which have no commercial benefits at the end of the day for anyone concerned. That was the main concept, that we wanted people to go outside the studios, to do things that they were not doing otherwise, and just come up with something, break the boundaries, open the doors, and come up with something that opens new doors for them. And I think over the years, over the last 3 years, each time I'm surprised and delighted more and more, and I'm really, really thankful to Pioneer Cement, their management, their administration, for doing this on a regular basis, for providing the logistical support. Everything is just, they nurture the artists in an environment which is otherwise so deprived, being in a small industrial township near Khushab where there's nothing else, and yet the labor, the technician, the engineers, everybody is so receptive to what is happening and how it becomes such a collaborative effort. So more power to everyone, and thank you all, and I really hope more organizations take this on as a responsibility, as a commitment towards Pakistan and art. Thank you.
Families and students of to join us. It is clear to host all of you. I must say thank you to Samira Raja, Canvas Art, choosing us as a partner and giving us the opportunity to participate and encourage the art in this area and the country. Thank you all of you, and I hope you will enjoy to stay here and celebrate us up and looking forward for the next year. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Aslam Saab. Can I invite all the artists and the resident artist Qudus Saab to please take the stage and be recognized? Alright, so we want you to discuss your art piece, talk about what you've done, and help everybody understand the artistic journey that you guys have taken so that everybody can enjoy your art a little more, right? Thank you.
First of all, I would like to thank Pioneer Cement Limited and Canvas Art Gallery, Karachi for organizing such a great opportunity for all of us, primarily for all 6 artists to come here, enjoy hospitality, space, facility, material, technical help and good time for like 15 days, and I think the result you will see, and some of you have already seen, and we're going to discuss over here. I'll do a brief introduction. Of course, एक क्लीशे है कि ये आर्टिस्ट जो है किसी तारुफ के मोहताज नहीं है, लेकिन ये मैं मोहताज हूँ कि मैं इनका ज़रूर तारुफ कराऊँ. So with me, all these 6 artists from Karachi, from Lahore, from Canada, we worked together. We discussed ideas, we exchanged thoughts, we worked together, I think, as a team. But each individual artist created work which was so different from each other, and many ways from his or her own art practice as well. And I think ये एक बहुत अच्छी sum थी, and this was a kind of a great direction or great incentive to move out of the box. मैं जब वो ceremony से पहले जब हम wait कर रहे थे students का, तो I was sitting inside और मैं वो music सुन रहा था. एक हमारे हुमायूं मेमन ने एक play कर रहा था music अपने set पे, and I realized that I'm sitting here middle of nowhere, Johorabad, Khushab, whatever we call it. And while I was listening that music, I felt that I was transported into my home in Lahore. And I realized that art का शायद यही मकसद है, that when you are interacting with it, it takes you different places. And I think these artists also have done that. When we look at their work, or at least I have been looking at their work for the last 15 days, from the beginning to execution and the process as well, I realized that probably I was not at Pioneer Cement Limited. I was at an art gallery anywhere in the world, because I think the quality of the work, the scale of the work, the concept of the work was so amazing that I don't need to talk about it. I think let's hear it from artists. Who would be the first person? आप कौन किससे बात करें पहले? मेरे ख्याल फैसल से बात करते हैं. फैसल इनमें NCA के ग्रेजुएट हैं, कनाडा में रहते हैं, एंड देन आई थिंक बताइए अपने काम के बारे में थोड़ा सा.
आई थिंक आपने बहुत मजे की बात की. इन बिटवीन स्पेसेस या रिस्पॉन्डिंग टू स्पेस. जब हम यहाँ पे आए थे तो it was total disconnect from the outside, और especially जो आपकी अपनी भी art practice होती है, उससे भी आपको the materials are different, the sensibility which is around us is very different. So my journey in these 15 days had a very interesting path, and I got stuck with this amazing scale. And looking at these junkyards, और वहाँ पे जो मज़े की forms पड़ी हुई थी, that sort of fascinated me. So I created a piece which is what I call relocate. These rings, which has a very interesting history, which came here in 1996 from Austria, and then they were in the junkyards for a long time. So उसकी जो एक form बहुत मजे की थी, and I created a piece which is basically an intersection of these geometry and point, and give you a different perception depending on from where you see it, and there's an illusion conversion with the work. बहुत मजा आया, बहुत मेरे अपने काम के हिसाब से it's a different process for me personally as well to look and work in these mediums. तो वो अपने process को break करने का बहुत that is one thing which will stay with me for a long time.
Or I think Muzammil, you won't be able to miss Muzammil's work when you come here. This red structure, we speculate कि वो क्या चीज़ है. Probably I think Muzammil will tell कि वो असल में क्या है, या क्या क्या हो सकता है.
मेरे ख्याल से रेजिडेंसी एक अपॉर्चुनिटी है, हमें मौका देती है कि हम अपने पीयर्स के साथ मिलकर काम कर सकते. और इसमें अगर मैं देखूं तो मेरे साइड पे 4 लोग बैठे हैं मेरे टीचर, और मेरे लिए बड़ी ये इज़्ज़त की बात है और मेरे लिए बड़ी रिस्पेक्ट की बात है कि मुझे मौका मिला इनके साथ टाइम गुजारने का, इनके प्रोसेस को समझने का, इनके साथ कुछ अपना काम शेयर करने का. तो जो मैंने काम किया है वो यहीं से रिलेटेड है. मैंने इर्द गिर्द के गिरदोनवा में जो चीज़ें देखी और जिस तरीके से एक इंस्टीट्यूशन का किसी जगह पर होना और उसके इन्फ्लुएंसेस आपकी गिरदोनवा में पाए जाएं. जिस तरह आपको बहुत से सारे मटेरियल जो कि जोराबाद या इस करीब के इलाकों में आपको यूजुअली आप दूसरे मटेरियल्स में आपको वो फैब्रिकेट हुए मिलते हैं, यहाँ सीमेंट में मिल रहे थे. तो इससे अंदाज़ा ये हो रहा था कि इसके असरात कितनी दूर तक जा रहे हैं. तो मेरे 2 काम हैं यहाँ. एक ऊपर है जिसका नाम एंड्यूरिंग स्ट्रेंथ है, वो मैं यहीं से करीब पॉट्स की दुकान थी, वहाँ से मैंने वो पॉट्स लिए, और अगर देखें वो पॉट्स सारे के सारे सीमेंट में फैब्रिकेटेड थे. तो एंड देन आई यूज सम जंक मटेरियल टू क्रिएट an artwork how this यानी कि यहाँ होने से एक फैक्ट्री के या एक इंस्टीट्यूशन के होने से किस तरीके से उसमें असरात मुरत हो रहे. तो दूसरा काम मेरा मेराज के नाम से टाइटल है, और ये बेसिकली हमारी अंडरस्टैंडिंग है कि किस तरीके से हम लैंग्वेज को अंडरस्टैंड करते हैं. हम सब यानी कि एक ही जगह से हम एक खास लैंग्वेज को पढ़ते ज़रूर हैं लेकिन हम समझते नहीं हैं. और मेराज जो अरबी का लफ्ज़ है जिसके मायनी सीढ़ी के, तो हमारा फर्स्ट स्टेप ही थोड़ा सा अपसाइड डाउन. तो उस चीज़ को देखते हुए और लोग की अंडरस्टैंडिंग को समझते हुए वो मैंने काम किया.
मस्को आप सोच रहे होंगे कि आपसे बात करूँगा, नहीं. We'll talk to Humayun Mehman, and I think Humayun was working here both in the capacity of a photographer who was recording everything like the process of other artists' work, and the same time he was doing his own work as well. And I think probably you can talk about both of your roles as artist and recording other artists' work as well.
I'm really grateful to Samira, first of all, for including me with all of you guys. I've been asked to take pictures of the process जो मैंने किया है, and simultaneously I've been working on 2 works. एक मेरा ऊपर लगा हुआ है, one's inside. It's called Line 3. I was really impressed by the scale. I've had the opportunity to document other factories as well before in my line of work, but this is the first time I've seen something on this scale. And so the photograph series is called The Third Line. Uspe the geometric forms and the scale and the structures was what inspired me. So those photographs, I mean, I went every day for 5 to 6 days. Roz mein gaya, I took maybe like almost 1,000 images, and I brought them down to the 5 images which I feel represent The second piece was really interesting. I've actually never worked on this scale before. It was a frame. मैं पहले छोटे size पे कर रहा था. I worked in concrete पे बनाया था एक frame. So it was very interesting. जब सामने पड़ा हुआ piece था, it's called image 1502.jpg. So the first image I took when I got here was of that view where the frame is. पहली image मैंने यहाँ पे आके ली थी. और रोज it changes every day because the skies are beautiful here. Sunsets we've been seeing have been really beautiful. So I thought, in a way, let's find a way to capture that. इसका और भी काफी हो सकता था now because it was put up yesterday. कल तक हमारा काम चल रहा था. But it could be also another series of just that frame with the changing skies behind it.
अयाज, आप अपने काम के बारे में, प्रोजेक्ट्स के बारे में.
आर्ट बनाने का देखिए, उस पर बात करना आर्ट है जो मुझे शायद नहीं आता. आई ऑलवेज फील कि जब आप काम पे बात कर रहे होते हैं इस तरह की फीलिंग होती है जैसे आप किसी को जोक सुनाए अगले को हंसी ना आए तो फिर आपको एक्सप्लेन करना पड़ गया. मेरा काम इट्स वेरी सिंपल. लाइक दे आर डिफरेंट एलिमेंट्स. एक फ्लोर है, एक दीवार है, और जो मटेरियल यहाँ पे था लाइक अवेलेबल सीमेंट, आई जस्ट पुट देम टुगेदर विदाउट रियली कंस्ट्रक्टिंग अ फिक्स्ड आइडिया कि दिस अबाउट दिस. सो इट्स रियली अप टू यू कि आप उस पे से किस तरह देखते हो, उसको किस तरह परसीव करते हैं. यस, दैट्स सिंपल.
मोहम्मद अली तारपुर जी, मेरे दो काम हैं. एक आप फोटोग्राफी के इनसाइड अंदर जाएंगे तो वहाँ पे डिस्प्ले, और एक बाहर है. तो ये एक्चुअली यहाँ पे हम आए थे, बहुत थोड़ा टाइम है समीरा, 2 वीक्स बहुत कम है. ज़्यादा होने चाहिए. और मैंने एक्चुअली वो कुछ किया था काम के अर्ली मॉर्निंग लाइक 5:30 पे मैं कुछ लोगों को मैं पहले कहता था कि मैं आपकी सुबह आके पिक्चर निकालूंगा. लाइक 5:30 पे उसको उठाता था लाइक हुमायूं को, और विद इन 60 सेकेंड में मैं उसकी पिक्चर लेता था. लाइक वो जो फर्स्ट जो वो इम्प्रेशन है 60 से 1 मिनट का, वो बाद में सारा दिन आपको नहीं मिलता. तो वो कुछ लोग मुझे कह रहे थे यहाँ पे है कुक, वो कहते मैं कल तैयार होऊंगा तो मेरी अब दोबारा सही वाली कैचिएगा, ये अच्छी नहीं है. एक काम वो था. सेकंड काम था एक्चुअली मैं सन डायल बाहर एक था कि आप एक मार्क था, वो एक एक्सक्यूज़ है कि वो मैंने वो किया था. पर उसके साथ और भी मैं सोच रहा था कि साइड स्पेसिफिक कि आप लाइक एक रिचुअल्स की जगह हो, या लाइक प्ले ग्राउंड, या लाइक आर्काइवल साइड, और इस तरह से मैं सोच रहा था. वो राइट साइड पे आप अगर आप देखेंगे एक पॉइंट पे आप खड़े होंगे तो आपका शेडो आपको टाइम बताएगा कि अभी क्या हो रहा है टाइम. प्लस वो तो एक चीज़ थी. पर उसके साथ जो वो कोन बनाए थे आयरन के, उसको अंदर डिग करके उसे लगाया था, और वो आप उधर देख सकते हैं. That's it, sir.
Now you know it's your turn.
Can you hear me? So it was a wonderful opportunity for all the group, and I was the person who was I was in Karachi when Samira spoke about this opportunity, and that was the day when it was very instantly decided, and I was all for it. Coming here, spending time with my friends was wonderful, and of course to produce work was challenging. There were many temptations ke na kaam thodi der ke liye kiya jaye, 15 din is not enough. But anyway, we had all sorts of things, discussions, exchange of ideas, walking track was there.
Party,
every day party, and match on television. So, and of course outdoor match also. My work is at the back. If you go on the walking track or jogging track, then you'll see a painting on the wall, which is next to Watchtower. मेरे जहन में ये था कि पेंटिंग की जाए और बहुत अरसे से मैं मिस भी कर रही थी. I really want to come back to painting, which I have tried, but it didn't work for me. And I thought maybe here there are no paints, no brushes, so let's see how I can do painting. So that will make me approach some new material, new medium. So of course cement was there, and use pigments with cement and the just like frescoes to make painting a permanent structure there. It was a collaborative work, and that was again a new experience for me. I worked with my own hands, small scale, in my own studio. So everything which was totally opposite. So I worked with local artist from Jaharabad. He's a landscape painter. He does calligraphy also, and he was here last year. So he was there with me. Bashir Saab, he's also somewhere here. And where is Bashir Saab? Can you please stand up? So he's the one. He was with me, and we both worked together how to make a painting on the wall, and the painting of the fields which were behind the wall. So bring that thing inside, and to create an illusion that there is no wall. So that was the thing. And to make paint with cement, to bring those colors, the hues and the tones in cement was challenging. He was not familiar, I didn't know, and then Asif Saab was there from Civil Works Department, and he was telling us, Acha, use this chemical and the ratio should be like this. So it was a collaborative work, and the painting in the end we finally came very close to, not that real, but still, I mean from distance you can make out that maybe there is no wall, so there is a depth. So wall is not there and there is only field there, and the watchtower is there in the middle of the field. So this was the idea, and yeah, I loved it. It was a अयाज ने जो है वो बिल्कुल खड़ी की दीवार, अगर आप उस दीवार को जाकर जो अयाज ने बनाई है, जो सीमेंट की ज़्यादा उन्होंने बात की क्योंकि वो एक्सपीरियंस है करने का. आप उसको एक खास सीमेंटेड वॉल है जो अयाज ने बनाई है फ्लोर के ऊपर, अगर आप उसको एक जगह पे जाके खड़े होते हैं तो आप बहुत जल्दी पता चलेगा कि ये खड़ी हुई दीवार है पर्सपेक्टिव में, और वहाँ पर दीवार थी उसको मुझे था कि दीवार ना हो और गिरा दी. So that's it.
एक और आर्टिस्ट है जो कि ही यूजेस लैंग्वेज टू मेक हिज आर्ट एंड वी कॉल हिम अ पोइट, मुनीर न्याजी. उनका एक शेर है, एंड व्हेनेवर आई रीड दैट और व्हेन आई हियर इट आई फील कि वो शायद इस तरह की जो आर्टिस्ट रेजिडेंसी होती है कि याद में होगी. सो आई थिंक द वर्क of these artists, we are familiar with their works, but whatever they have produced over here was so unexpected and unusual, and I must say extraordinary and exciting and excellent. But now as a viewer, because now you have done your work, आप वैसे ही हैं जैसे हम हैं, you are not going to work on it anymore. You see it from a distance, but I'm curious to know कि ये जो experience था ये काम करने का, do you see कि this experience is going to change your art practice when you go back into your studios in Karachi, in Lahore, in Canada, in Colombo? तो क्या हो सकता है ये ना हो, but I'm just curious to know whether you see that this experience will have some kind of impact or effect. अगर होगा तो किस सूरत में होगा, कुछ आप इसके बारे में मुज़म्मिल?
आई बिलीव आप जब भी कहीं जाते हैं, कोई नई चीज़ एक्सपीरियंस करते हैं, तो वो आपकी विजुअल मेमोरी में या आपकी ज़िंदगी में कुछ ना कुछ पार्ट कहीं ना कहीं प्लेस करता है. वो इतना मे बी एविडेंट ना हो स्टार्टिंग में, लेकिन मेरे ख्याल में वो कहीं ना कहीं अपनी जगह बना लेते हैं. तो मेरे ख्याल में ये रेजिडेंसी का जो एक्सपीरियंस है और जिस तरीके से हमने मटीरियल्स और लोगों के साथ कोलैबोरेट किया, ये कहीं ना कहीं हमारे काम में लेटर रिफ्लेक्ट ज़रूर करता है अगर हम कलेक्टिवली एट देखेंगे, तो आई थिंक ये करेगा बहुत अच्छा। आप कुछ कहना चाहिए?
करूँ या ना करूँ, मेरा काम चेंज होता रहता है। उससे भी ना करने से भी काम चेंज होता है, तो डेफिनेटली आप कुछ करते हैं तो उससे यू गेट न्यू डायरेक्शंस।
बहुत से आर्टिस्ट मेरी तरह के हैं जो एक छोटे स्केल पे काम करते हैं या बहुत हैंड क्राफ्टेड वर्क होता है उनका, और उनके लिए बहुत चैलेंजिंग है ऐसी स्पेस कि स्केल के अलावा सिर्फ स्केल ही नहीं बल्कि जो कोलैबोरेट करना है आपको थ्रो कर दिया गया है, अच्छा दे आर पॉसिबिलिटीज, वो जो मुख्तलिफ मटीरियल्स के अलावा और जो डिफरेंट डिसिप्लिन हैं स्ट्रक्चर के हवाले से कि अच्छा अगर आपने एक तस्वीर बनानी है एक वॉल के ऊपर, और एक परमानेंस जो है, मेरा काम बहुत ही ऐसा है जिसमें इम्पर्मनेंस ज़्यादा है, कभी भी उसके आर्काइवल इशूज़ रहते हैं। सो मैं बहुत ज़्यादा कोशिश कर रही थी कि नहीं मुझे पक्का काम हो जो तरह गिरे ना पूरे अरसे रुके। सो मेरा ख्याल है कि वो मेरे लिए एक वो था, एक ये भी था कॉन्शियस डिसीजन था कि अच्छा रंग वॉल के ऊपर भी किया जा सकता है, एनाबल किया जा सकता है, उसको कंसील किया जा सकता है, सील किया जा सकता है, लेकिन फ्रेस्को की टेक्निक को ज़हन में रख कर और स्केल को भी बढ़ा कर। सो ये चीज़ें ऑलरेडी मेरे माइंड में थी कि जो मैंने आगे करना है, सो लेट्स ट्राई इट हियर व्हेन आई हैव द फैसिलिटी, व्हेन आई हैव पीपल अराउंड हू कैन टेल मी कि अच्छा सीमेंट के साथ ये कैसे होगा, इसका रेशो क्या होगी, कॉम्पोजिशन क्या होगी, कलर कैसे, किस तरह के कलर्स होते हैं। सो आई ऑलरेडी वांटेड टू डू इट कि अच्छा इसको छोटे स्केल पे करना है, कैसे करना है। डेफिनेटली जो अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ हैं वो बहुत मेजर रोल प्ले करती हैं कि आगे जाकर आपको जो करना है, बिसाइड्स आइडियाज आपको यू गेट एक्सपोज टू more mediums, more materials, more ways of working, and of course people around who are working with you. So these things also stays with you. उसकी शक्ल कैसे बनती है और कितना टाइम लगता है?
फैसल
जी बिल्कुल, I think it will reflect my earlier work was mostly working with technology, so creating algorithms, working with data-driven narrative. वो बहुत एक different process है, एक different thinking process. और शुरू में जब मैं यहाँ पे आया तो it took me some time to deconstruct my own process because we tend to fall into that box which provides you that palette, that comfort zone. So it was hard to bring out of that comfort zone, that box, and then thinking about something which does not have any technology component with it. It was a fascinating, I think, turning point. So yeah, definitely, I could see these thematics, जो evolution हुई है in these 15 days will have some impact in terms of just breaking your own process.
It's been great as a photographer. I've been working with 2D, and I've been interested in form, and coming out of that. So this has been a great opportunity for me to actually, take it out of the 2D element, and first time I've actually worked on this scale.
मेरे लिए तो मज़ेदार ये चीज़ थी कि काफ़ी पर्सनल एक स्पेस होती है, स्टूडियो होता है, उससे बाहर निकल के आप हम आर्टिस्ट हैं और सिविलियन के साथ काम करना कि उसको आप कह रहे थे कि ये चीज़ बनानी है, तो वो अपनी पर्सनल स्पेस से बाहर निकल के काम करना वो काफ़ी मज़ेदार चीज़ें थी।
I think everybody expressed the same thing. Thank you so much. And I, again, on behalf of all artists, I would like to thank organizers, Pioneer Cement Limited, Canvas Art Gallery. That I think that I saw कि किस तरह से इतना ambitious काम जो है कितनी जल्दी और कितना easily हो गया. Easily तो शायद मैं ज़रा probably I'm just taking the liberty, but the thing is easily in that sense that the scale of the work and the craft of making it was there, and I think I thank all the staff, all the people who work with us, and I hope they enjoyed working it on these projects, and probably when they come back again looking at these works, they'll see that art can be anything, anywhere, of any scale, and thank you so much for that.
Samira, can I please bother you for a minute to share your thoughts with us? Ladies and gentlemen, the curator of Canvas, Samira Raja.
Assalamu alaikum everybody. So completely off the top of my head, thank you to everyone who's attended, NCS students, Lahore, Pindi, PNU, faculty, artists, friends, the entire Pioneer management organization for all the help that you guys have done. It's amazing. Asif Dar Saab, Javed Iqbal Saab and Tariq Saab, you guys have been absolutely wonderful. हमारे आर्टिस्ट बहुत खुश रहे हैं 2 हफ्ते के लिए, आपने बहुत ज़्यादा उनका हेल्प किया है और हम तहे दिल से शुक्रगुजार हैं कि आपने इतने दिल खोल के उनके साथ उनको वो अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ प्रेजेंट की हैं जो कि वो वैसे नहीं उनको मिल सकती हैं, क्योंकि आर्टिस्ट के पास आइडियाज़ होते हैं लेकिन इस किस्म की एग्जीक्यूशन करना बहुत मुश्किल है. और अली खान साहब का ज़ाहिर है, दिस इज़ हिज कॉन्सेप्ट दैट ही अग्रीड to allowing this to happen. So I don't think we could have done something like this without all of you, and I really thank you all. अगर आप देखेंगे, I'm very grateful to 2 previous resident artists, Hamra Abbas and Suleiman Faisal, who are here. थैंक यू फॉर अटेंडिंग. आप उनसे भी अगर मिलेंगे तो वो यही बताएंगे कि उनके एक्सपीरियंसेस क्या थे. और अगले साल के लिए भी जो 2 हमारे आर्टिस्ट्स हैं, जमील बलोच और इमरान अहमद, वो भी यहाँ हैं. सो आई एम वेरी ग्लैड दैट दिस हैज़ पिक्ड अप, एंड आई थिंक दिस इज़ समथिंग दैट वी ऑल शुड बी प्राउड ऑफ गिविंग बैक टू आवर कंट्री. थैंक यू.
Last but not least, I'd like to invite the CEO of Pioneer Cement and my boss, Arif Darsa, to join us and please share his thoughts with us. Thank you, sir.
Dear guests, colleagues, good afternoon and Assalamu alaikum. It is my pleasure to welcome you all here today. I would like to thank everyone for their role in making the 3rd annual Pioneer Art Gallery a huge success. Ali Khan had planned on joining us today, but was unable due to some unforeseen commitments. I would especially like to thank Samira Raja and the team of artists led by Qudus Mirza for the thought-provoking art they have created for us to enjoy. Art is important for many reasons. It opens our eyes to various perspectives and make us think about ordinary items in new ways. The impressive work standing before us today bears testimony on this. The relationship between building materials and art is as old as time itself. The beauty of the work displayed here stems also from the circumstances of its creation, where artists and engineers from Pioneer's family have come together and produced remarkable pieces of art. At Pioneer, we respect this bond and will strive to continue strengthening it. I hope you have enjoyed your stay and look forward to hosting you again in the future. Thank you for being here with us. Thank you.
2 other people that we'd really like to thank who've been a part of this journey and have been working behind the curtains. The media team, Sara Pagawala and Harmaz Irani. Can I both have you here and please be on stage and be recognized? Now for the artist Qudus Saab, could you please come and be recognized? Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, Masooma Saeed. an important piece. Ali Talpur, sir. Muzammil Rahili, ladies and gentlemen. Ayaz Jokio. Faisal Anwar. And Humayun Memon. We have one more token to give away on behalf of Pioneer Cement. Samira, can you please receive the honorary for the Canvas Art Gallery and on behalf of your team, please? Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone, for coming. It has been indeed a pleasure hosting all of you.